you know, everything's a little more complicated now than it was before. No question about it. Things are more complicated. Sometimes they take a little more time, and patience is a virtue. Today's schedule is completely thrown off track, and that's just how it goes. It's nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. You do not need a mask. You do not need a mask, not in this situation, not necessary. I just finished unpacking groceries, had groceries delivered from Costco, and so that totally turned my normally scheduled plans upside down. But not a big deal, except that I'm sorry if I inconvenienced any of you, because I said I would be going live and broadcasting and talking to you a couple hours ago, so I apologize for the inconvenience. But that's just how it is. You just gotta roll with it, right? Hi, thank you for joining me. Thank you. No. So I want to make sure that I can see what you're all talking about. So I want to open this up so I can see your comments and hopefully respond to what there. Okay, so I'm playing technical person, and yeah. So how is everybody? How are you all doing? How is everybody? How's life treating you? How's this pandemic treating you? Hey Bruce, thank you. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Good, Don, you're working. I know you're always working. You are sharing information that we all need, which is so important. So thank you for your work, Don, for all of you. Hi, Andrew. Thank you for joining me. Mark, Bruce, Benjamin, hello. Hi, Patrick. It's great to see you. How it work? So I think a lot of people who can work from home are working at home. I'm working, and I'm working really hard on staying focused. Do you know what I mean? Because this is a very distracting time, and I think that things were distracting before, but now distractions are different. It's a combination of news, sometimes worry, sometimes boredom, sometimes monotony, things that throw you off track because your schedule gets thrown off track and life is different. And so I think that's very disorienting, and I have felt that myself over the last 2.5 months, whatever it is. It feels like a long time now. Hi, Jeffrey. Roy. Hi, Clay. Yeah. Bruce, I did see Arnold's commencement speech. In fact, I listened to it twice yesterday, and I thought it was a great speech and totally on point. It's gotta really stink for the 2020 graduates this year not to have a normal graduation, but I was really moved by the speech. I was inspired by it. That's why I shared it. I think I shared it on Twitter because I wanted to share those sentiments. And you know, I my whole life have worked really hard to accomplish the things that I have accomplished that I wanted to. There is no shortcut, or at least not that I know of. And so I really appreciate when somebody who's accomplished what they have shares some of the hardships or the difficulties that they've overcome, because it makes me feel more optimistic about my own chances of being successful and working so hard. So I think it was an awesome speech. Did everybody else see the Schwarzenegger 2020 commencement? Hi, Moy. Eric, thank you all for joining me. James. Yeah, preparing for life's obstacles, because they're an inevitable part of our growth, of our development, and we need difficult situations. We need to know that we can overcome them, and the only way that we get stronger is by facing tough times. So yeah, it's a great lesson. It's no fun when you're going through it a lot of times, but it is a great lesson. For sure. Yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen it, check it out. I think you'll appreciate the Arnold Schwarzenegger 2020 commencement speech. He shared it on YouTube. I will share it so that on my community page so you guys can see it, because I think it's definitely worth your time. So Benjamin, you have a little sister who's a school teacher. Yeah, it's hard when you're, especially when you work so hard to get something and it's a time for celebration. It sucks. I mean, it really sucks. There's no question about it. But like Arnold said in his speech, the accomplishment of getting that diploma, nobody can take that away from the students. Never. That accomplishment will stand forever. And so I think the celebration, to do it as best you can now, and then to do it when this thing has blown over, and make a point of it. Put it on the calendar for a future date to celebrate with a group of people that you know and love, you know. I did not see Terminator Dark Fate, and I am such a big fan. I have not seen that movie yet. So don't give anything away. All you can do is say if you liked it or you didn't. And then I'm gonna watch it and make my own mind up. Hi, Junie. Yeah, Jeffrey, life is full of hurdles and obstacles, and you know, it's pretty good. You liked it? Okay, cool. Thank you for that. I'm gonna check it out. You know, I was always the kind of person that, because my dad always said to me, nothing's impossible. I don't know when my dad started telling me that, but my dad always said, nothing is impossible. You are willing to work hard, and you can get whatever you want to get. You can do whatever you want to do. You can be whatever. So I really believe that, and I'm just really fortunate that I had parents who just sort of instilled that in me. And so working hard, I knew, was a part of accomplishing things. So I was ready for that too. And so I became the person that when somebody said you can't do that to me, if I believed I could, I said, watch me. And then I would, you know, go about figuring it out. And sometimes I failed, but I've learned a lot of things through my failures. You know, I mean, I've learned, like sometimes I learned what not to do. You know what I mean? So, and that's important. You can't avoid that. You know, sometimes you gotta smack your head up against the wall to realize it hurts and that you can't do that, you know? So, I mean, I've had my fair share of failures, but they're great lessons. You know, they're great lessons. So and it makes you push harder. Yeah, there's no question that perseverance is an essential part of success and growth. No question about it. And of course, you know, I never would have gotten to the Olympia stage. I never would have become a professional athlete in the sport that I love had I not been doggedly determined. And one of the things that Arnold talks about in another speech that that resonates so strongly with me is repetition. You know, being consistent is also an essential part of success. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you want to be a musician, a doctor, a teacher, an athlete, an astronaut, a great plumber, an electrician. It doesn't matter your field of excellence, right? Because whatever you do, you can be excellent at it. But you have to put the time in, and that means rituals. You know, like with bodybuilding, I was in the gym. I'm still in the gym every day. And even when I don't feel like it, I remind myself that part of the success means pushing through the times that you don't want to do it. And so consistency is so important. You see successful people, and if you ever wonder how successful people got to where they are or how they accomplished what they did, I guarantee you 99% of them have worked consistently at what they're doing for a very long time, you know, and there's no replacing that. You know, you can't replace that. You can't replace the work, you know. So you gotta love it. You gotta love the work. And Arnold talks about loving every exercise, every rep, every workout. And I felt that way, and I still do. Even though I have had bumps in the road throughout this whole process, where I'm just not motivated to go into the garage to get my workout in because I miss the diversity in the equipment from the gyms. I miss smiling at my neighbors at the gym. I miss saying good morning. You know, I miss the manager at the gym. I miss my friends. And those people motivated me every day. As soon as I walked in that door, it's like, yeah, you know, you pick up on the energy of the room. And then all of a sudden, you're ready, you know, and so I miss that. And now I have to rely 100% on my own motivation. And that is really hard, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Like my dad said, nothing's impossible. So I get my ass in the garage and I start moving and I put music on. And then before you know it, I'm feeling really good. And that happens every day. It's easier, Patrick, it's easier for you to work out at home because you hate people? No, you don't. I met you, Patrick. You are so, so cool and so nice. I don't believe you, Patrick. Thank you, James. Yeah, most people. I know, going to the Barnes and Noble, yeah. Yeah, I miss going to Starbucks. I used to, because I work from home, like I got into a little bit of a habit of, to get more creative, to clear my mind better, I would pack up my laptop, my notebooks. I like to-do lists. And then I would go over to the Starbucks, really nice place, have a coffee, sit down and clear my mind. Not look at my phone, and just allow myself to go into sort of this, not distracted, but different space to write notes and to do work. And that was really helpful. And I miss doing that now. I fucking miss it big time. You miss going to the movies. Yeah, I miss going to the movies too. I miss all of it. So, yeah, it's tricky. You miss Walden Books and KB toy stores? You're going back in time, Patrick. So, you know, I wonder, right? So now, you know, now that there are states that are starting to open up and we're all still trying to figure out what it means to reopen and doing it slowly, and I wonder what's going to happen as things start to open up. Like if my gym opens up, I don't think I'm comfortable going into the gym just yet. And yet I can't wait to be back on a normal routine, you know? So I'm in that place. It's like, okay, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? You know, and I think That's all just part of the process of moving forward, finding new ways to do things. Bruce, that's a great question. I think everybody is sort of in a wait and see. I know that the Olympia has been rescheduled. I believe the Olympia has been rescheduled to December, right before Christmas. And so, cautiously optimistic that that will take place. As an athlete, as someone, not me, I'm not competing, but for the athletes that have to prepare for that competition, for any competition, there's so much lead time and preparation. That's hard. It's really hard. But work and consistency is good. It's never a bad thing. You know, being ready for what comes next is a good thing. I think it's very good for the mind. I think it's good for the heart. So some of you are saying you don't wear face masks. I do. In fact, I have had 2 face masks, beautiful face masks, sent to me. I kind of feel like a ninja in my face mask. You could decide, look. It makes me feel like a ninja, which I kind of like. Do I look like a ninja? Right? Isn't this the coolest? So I got this mask from a dear friend who made it, and I love it, so I'm very thankful. And then I got another mask from my sister-in-law who made me a mask, and I love it. She just did an amazing job with it. And I wear the mask. I wear the mask for a couple reasons. Number one, Katana, Mortal Kombat. Exactly. Number one, it's suggested that it's not for protecting me, but it's for protecting people who are around me. So I'm interested in protecting other people. I don't think the face mask will protect me per se. It protects people who come in contact with me. And so, so that's why I wear it. Out of respect for my neighbors, my community, my desire to participate in somebody in my society, to show that I'm right there with my community, to be a team player and to do whatever I can to participate in moving us forward. So that's why I wear it, and I feel good about it. But that's me, you know, not everybody's the same. So, and I think it makes me look like a ninja, and I kind of like that too, so. Here's the thing, right? You have to find the silver linings in things. Hi, Barbell Man. Thank you for joining me. I want to thank all of you for hanging out with me. I didn't do a live last week, and I missed talking to you. I've been super busy. I'm doing major spring cleaning, and so things are a little chaotic. But I'm glad I'm doing it too. I'm taking the time. It's a badge of honor showing that you care for others. Well, I do care about other people. I mean, I care about all of you. You're my people. You know, I share fitness because I know the positive life-changing benefits to me. So I share what I can and information with you. You all inspire me. I think that's part of being human. You know, we're pack animals, and so we inspire each other. And we could also bring each other down, you know, and we get a lot more done when we work together. You know, you ever hear that old cliche? I love this cliche. It's the cliche that says, it takes a crew to keep a ship up and one man to sink it. Have you ever heard that? It takes a crew to keep a ship up and one man to sink it. And that like really hits home for me. I got no problem being a crew member and working with my team, even though I'm from a sport that's not a team sport, it's a me sport. You know, I compete as an individual. I've never competed, you know, in a team sport professionally. but I always have so much respect for the people I competed against them with. And I know that as people, as a society, we accomplish more when we work together. You hear the other term, divide and conquer? Divide and conquer. That is very real. When you divide people, you have a better chance of conquering them. So that's not my way, you know? That's not my way. I know the tricks of divide and conquer, so I don't play that game. But anyway, again, that's me. I just wanted to share my perspective on those points with you and how I see it. You know, plus I'm a twin, and so sharing is a part of my DNA, I think. You know, like I've always shared. Like I was born sharing the womb, you know, so yeah, it's a global war on humanity. It's crazy. But we can get through this shit. I believe in us. I believe in you. Like I believe in us. Hey, twin. Oh, twins are different. But so yeah, I mean, I believe in our power. I just do. And I think that power just gets better and stronger and more potent and more dominant together. The divide and conquer, no. Yeah, like team. I don't know. That's my thing. Go team. We need the Avengers. Oh man. Hi Anthony. Hi Anthony. So, you know, I don't know. I'm so glad I'm talking to you. You know, probably like many of you, I don't know. I've had my days when it's like, I just feel like I get up in the morning and I have all these things I want to do and I do nothing. And then I turn around and the day's over and I'm like, I didn't accomplish shit today. And that's a horrible feeling for me because I'm a very disciplined person, but it's very easy to fall off the track, you know? And then say, okay, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. And I hate when I do that. You know, when I hate when I blow something off until tomorrow because I got lazy, because I didn't get over the hurdle of it, but it happens, you know? And so that's why I have a to-do list. I schedule my day. I set very ambitious schedules for myself because I want to accomplish things. And I would highly recommend that to anybody here who's having those kind of problems. Oh, thanks, James. I'm your favorite bodybuilder. Thank you. Oh, I'm on a rant. I know, I get on my soapbox. Thanks. Thank you for the encouragement of that. Thanks, Benjamin. I really, really appreciate that vote of confidence. Thank you. So things are going good. I am taking this time, right? I've been working out in the garage. Last week, a couple days, things got pretty hectic for me, and so I missed a couple workouts. So I'm working out in the garage, making that a focus, and now I'm decluttering. I'm going through boxes of stuff. I'm getting ready to donate stuff. I'm trying to like get rid of, spring clean, and get rid of things that are just cluttering my life and my brain. You know what I mean? I think when I'm in a cluttered space, it messes with my ability to think clearly. And so right now I'm in a major decluttering phase, and that feels good to me. So that's what I'm doing partly. What about you? Are you working? Who in this group is working and on a normal schedule? I'm curious. I'm working, but I'm doing it all at home. Thanks, Jeffrey. I'm happy to hear that. I'm inspired. I'm inspired by all of you. Hi, Anthony. Thank you. Michael, you haven't stopped working, so you're still out there working. Normal says, so Don, I know you're working, you're a writer. Oh, Rex, so you're getting a place ready to open. So you're doing cleaning and all that kind of stuff. That's good. That's great. Rex, so you're working in a lab at a hospital. Wow. What's that like? Has that been tricky? That must be tricky. You're working, James. That's great. Work is important. And you're working too, David, and at a grocery store, supermarket. That's awesome. Uh, so you enjoying your time off right now, David? Work. Okay. YouTuber. Hi. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Yeah, so that's the thing. I keep working and I'm very busy with work, but I'm missing people. I'm a very social person, so I miss the energy of the people that I'm used to seeing. I don't care, it could be a grocery store. I miss that. And I'm doing the in-home grocery delivery. Costco rules, by the way. It's just been so good. And I don't know any of the people that do my deliveries, but I love those people. For the people working in the grocery store, I mean, there's just there's so much good stuff going on out there. But I miss saying hello to a cashier. I miss smiling at people and getting a smile back. I mean, I go for a walk every day and I'm just so happy to see my neighbor so I can wave at them, because I'm a people person. We all are. Uh, do I think bowling is social gathering in our area? Well, bowling, I don't know. I guess it depends on how they handle the bowling gala. I don't know. I'm not really qualified to say, so I won't. I think probably what's going to happen, at least partly, is businesses will need to have, wipes, disinfectant wipes. Businesses will need to have, the hand antiseptics. I think we're going to all need to become more aware of what we're doing with our hands and our mouths and our faces in general. And, businesses will need to provide things for people. So yeah, I think you're right, Ruben, a new normal, a new way of approaching day-to-day life so that we can find a way to come back together as a community, as people, as society, and we can live a life that feels the way it should, not alone and separated. I just think that we're just going to need better supplies, and companies and businesses we need more testing. We need a better testing process so that we can isolate cases of infection quicker. So I think we just have to ramp up and get better at doing what we do in a different way. And we can do that. I really, there's no reason why we can't do that. So that's what I think. So hand wraps on their buses. Hand wraps. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what people come up with because, necessity is the mother of invention, right? I mean, so. Hi, Ali. My hair? Well, I don't know, kind of normal stuff. I think it's my diet that helps with my hair, and, I think it's mostly diet. And I don't put any rough chemicals in my hair. I never really have. So but thank you for asking. So, So yeah, so has you all been able to stay steady on your workouts? How's that going? Didn't know the immune system had up to 2020 to fight. I don't know what that means, Ruben. William, you don't have any hair to wash? Let me tell you, this could be a real pain in the butt, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. It's hard to stay motivated to get the work. I know, listen, I have that problem too. I totally have that problem. Sometimes I have such a hard time getting myself motivated, but I force myself. I think about my goal and my agenda, right? I put attention on my intention. That was taught to me by a friend of mine who's an actor, and I did a couple acting classes, and he said to me, Denise, when you're acting, right? He says, you have to put your attention on your intention. What is the intention behind what you're doing, your actions? What's the intent, right? What are you after? And so when I don't feel like working out, I get up in the morning and maybe I'm a little down, I'm a little blue. I reset my mind. I'm like, okay, well, what's my intention for this day? What am I trying to get out of it? And then I go to work. And that helps me. I actually think about what my goals are, and I reset myself. It helps me keep moving forward. I'm happy to hear that, James. So you've been doing all right with the home workouts. Yeah, so, supply and demand, right? So, weight sets are now highly sought after, and so they're more expensive, and when this thing blows over, they'll be all over the place in garage sales because people will stop using them, I think. And then we could open a gym with the stuff that you could get at garage sales. But that's it. Thank you, Ali. Well, I'm glad I could share some motivation. That's my intention. That's my goal. So no more good tasting food, Michael. Consistency is hard work. It is very hard work. Consistency is hard work. But if you think about, this is how I handle it, right? Like, how do I stay consistent? How do I accomplish the things that I want to accomplish? If you get up in the morning and you think about, okay, what's my end game? What's my goal? What's my goal? Now you gotta have to have a goal. You have to have a vision of what you want to accomplish. What's my goal? If you think about what your goal is, the path to what you need to do and how to get there will show itself. And then it's up to you to decide whether or not you really want it. And my whole career, I visualized my goals. Like, I visualized being on the Olympia stage when I was, I don't know, in my teens. I could actually see it in my head. I had like these fantasies in my head. So I had a very clear goal in mind. And I knew that I had to work every day to accomplish the muscle mass, the body to get on that stage. And so I went to work because it was such a clear picture in my head. So I had, and this is something Arnold says, think about your goal and your vision, and then, set a path to get there. And that's where consistency can come from. You know what I mean? Is there going to be a Adventures of Misfit Part 2? I hope there is. One of the things that is up in the air for me, every single year I do the Warrior Dash, I do a mud run or a walk for the St. Jude with my team, and we have new people coming in all the time. Some of you could be teammates if you wanted to. Normally that happens in September or October, and I just don't know what's happening this year because those are group events, and so I'm just going to wait and see what happens. But fingers crossed. And if we have to skip a year, we'll pick it up the next year, I think, is how we have to look at it. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate you saying that. There's some incredible bodybuilders out there. Incredible. Iris Kyle, Linda Murray. I could go down the road. Ronnie Coleman, Arnold. There's so many great bodybuilders. I feel privileged to have been able to stand on stage with those people. I'm doing my morning walk, and the other day, last week was a really hectic day for me. Last week was a little stressful, so I got off my normal schedule with walking, and I missed the morning walk the other day, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do a night walk. So I did a night walk, and it was the best thing. So I am back on track with my walk, and I'm going to read this question real quick here because I'd like to answer this. Let me find that question. What there? Beach. Altaro, you know, the funny thing about accomplishing goals, I think, is when you're in the heat of it, sometimes you can't fully appreciate what you've done. I mean, because there's so much work that goes into it. But it's great to accomplish a goal. And I think that my whole competitive career and even business career, here's the thing about goals, right? And accomplishments. Once you reach the goal you've been working so hard for, what do you think you immediately do? Like, right? You immediately set a new goal, right? So my whole life, like I remember when I won my first bodybuilding competition, it was a level 1 competition. I was brand new, I was super young. And my goal was to do all right in the show, and I won it. And I was excited, ecstatic. I was like, yes, I did it. And part of me thought, I'll never have to do this again. But, you know, the people who were congratulating me said, what's next? And then I was like, oh, well, I wasn't thinking about next. I was trying to get past this. And then so in a way, you get pushed by other people who are championing what you're doing, because people see that you've accomplished something, and other people want to know how you do it because they want to feed off of that. And that's how you end up inspiring people without even realizing it, right? So when you aspire to do something, you end up inspiring others who are watching you. And that's like some super good shit right there. So I would accomplish a goal and set a new one. Accomplish a goal and set a new one. And so you find yourself just continuing to excel. And that's what consistency does for you. You keep climbing, you keep learning, you keep getting better, and you keep inspiring other people in the process. So, I feel very good about what I accomplished. I had a great team of people around me. I had amazing fans who supported my efforts. I feel very lucky, and I want to keep accomplishing things that I can share, hopefully, with other people too. Thank you for the question. Hi, Brandon. We're all in this together. Yes, Benjamin, we are. I mean, it never has a truer sentiment and statement been made. We are all in this. I don't care where you're from, where you live. It doesn't matter. Hi, Extreme. Thank you so much. Arms? I still haven't done my workout for today, so I have to go into I'm going to go into the garage and do my workout today. I've got a back workout today. I did my walk this morning, and that was awesome. And I still have to do my back workout today. Back. And my biceps are going to thank me because the biceps get in on that too. The playlist? What I always go in there with music. Yes. So when I'm working out and doing a live broadcast with you guys, I would totally put the music on, but I can't because you can't use music that's you're not licensing. But yeah, so the music goes on. I'm not sure what I'm going to listen to today, but the music's going to go on. I'm going to get the workout in. I'm going to get all sweaty. And I'm going to post one of my sweaty post-workout photos for you to prove that I got my workout in. Okay? I'll give you a back flex post on my community page just to show you that I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Okay? Hi, Bertin. Hey, Vindicator, nice to see you. Do I pose with music or in, yeah. I love music. I listen to all kinds of music. Music makes the world go round. I don't run. Although, I gotta tell you, I usually run once a year for about 6 to 4 weeks because I do the mud run for St. Jude, and I started doing that 8 years ago. Now, I had my foot surgery in November. My foot is doing pretty good. I'm walking. The foot is still getting used to the pressing movements and toe movements. I really do need to do some running. I need to do some running to get the heart rate up just a little bit, like an uphill run, right? The first time I run, I'm probably going to end up laid out on the ground. Have I met guys weaker than me? Well, here's the thing about weaker or stronger, right? If you don't work your muscles, they will get weak. Or they will stay weak. Now, I work my muscles, so my muscles are fairly strong, right? So it's only right that if I work my muscles more than you do, then my muscles be stronger, right? So that's why I tell everybody to work their muscles. You only been running since the lockdown. Mark, I bet the running feels great though. Oh, the MF? Misfit. That stands for misfit. Misfit for life. You're weaker, but you're not. You should never be ashamed. Shame is a waste. It's a waste of an emotion. Shame. Nah. Yeah, so I have to test my foot a little bit more. I've been a little doing lunges that it felt, I feel my toes kind of like telling me you're not ready. So I backed away a little bit, but I can't back away for too long. I have to continue to challenge myself to get past. Sometimes it's a mental fear that stops you. Sometimes your fear stops you from trying and challenging yourself when you're perfectly ready to do something. So I think it's time for me to do a little bit of running and to test that. Beach running is killer. Killer. I did some beach running while I was in pretty good shape from running. My hamstrings were so sore, my glutes, it's killer. It's killer. Chariots of Fire? Yeah, of course it feels good. There's nothing like the feeling after you're done with the workout. It's like the best feeling in the world. That's why you gotta push through the hard stuff and just smash right past it, and then you get to the good stuff. Am I showing it? I haven't been to the beach in a long time. The beaches are closed. But I will be. At some point, I will be. The Sands of Time. I love the whole Chariot of Fire theme song on the beach for the run. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. It's an endorphin. Yeah, your body needs it. Your brain needs it. There's so much good stuff that comes out of it. The way your mental health benefits so much. And for me, that's part of my end game, mental health. I want to be up for my family, my friends, for you. It's for myself. The mental game is, it's all in here. It's all the mental game. Thank you, Rambo. I appreciate you saying that. I have worked with other women bodybuilders, aspiring women bodybuilders, and one of the things that I've done is I like to train people in posing. I've done coaching for posing, stage presence and posing, because I love that so much. It's the artistic part of bodybuilding, the presentation. And so I've done that, and I've worked with some amazing women who are now pros and who are fantastic on stage. So yes, and I love doing that. I love doing that because bodybuilding is a creative sport. All sports are creative. They're a creative way of expressing yourself, and bodybuilding in particular is a very creative way of expressing yourself. So that's why I love it. Discouragement to take less weight. Hi there. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, Rohit. I have met Kalek Iman. She's a doll face. Yes, I have. Sure have. She's a really nice lady. I've met some really amazing women in the fitness arena and bodybuilding arena. Hi, Eric. Hi, Eric. I have never worked out with Yakseni. I have competed with Yakseni. She is another amazing athlete. In fact, I competed with Yakseni. My pro debut was in '96, and that might have been her pro debut too, back in '96. So that's how far back I go with Yakseni. Incredible athlete. How many competitions did I do in a single year? Let's see. I used to do the Miss International every single year. On average, 2 competitions a year at the height of my career. On average, 2 competitions a year. So I was always training and always staying in shape. Wow, Benjamin, that's crazy. And here you are. That's amazing. You know what I love to think about? I love to think about how amazing the human body is, and I think we take it for granted, and of course we have to. But the things that our bodies can do is pretty extraordinary. So we should care for it, feed it well, rest it well, because your body, you are an amazing bit of nature. You're an amazing bit of nature. So do not ever take that for granted. Your heart pumping 2,000 gallons of blood through your body every single day, pumping, hundreds of thousands of times a day. Your body is incredible. Do not take that for granted. Care for it. Treat it well. Challenge it. Grow it. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna get off my soapbox because that's my thing. I'm a workout bully. I can't help it, but I want to be good for you because that's, good for you, good for me. Exactly, we're stronger and better than we think. Sometimes the world beats you up. you know, and you just can't let that happen. You have to remind yourself of how amazing you are. And if you forget, just come to me and I'll tell you just how amazing, You, your family, your neighbor, like every human being is amazing. I think yoga is great. I think movement. Hi, Quincy. I hope it, Nikolai, hi. Bulgaria. I have friends in Bulgaria. Thank you, Nikolai. I have good friends in Bulgaria. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I'm like, it's hot in here now. I just want to say, number one, thank you for giving me your time and talking to me and sharing what's going on in your life and who you are. Sometimes when I get overwhelmed or a little depressed or not motivated or, you know, all that kind of stuff that happens to all of us, and you feel like, you know, just things get real heavy, sometimes the best antidote to that is like reading some of your comments and your questions. And not that I'm looking for accolades and all that, because I mean, accolades are great, but it's not the same as connecting with somebody, you know, and getting to know who you are. And so I just want to just tell you that you guys, even if your hair is too long, don't talk to me about a haircut, that you inspire me and you motivate me. And I think you need to know that. And that's why I logged on today. Because you really, your power to be a positive force is very real. Believe in your power for yourself and for other people. And I know that sounds like blah, 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 cheesy. I don't care, call me cheesy if you want. That's how I feel, that's what I know. So stay up, keep putting the good shit out. And you do that for me, and I in turn will do that for you because you guys inspire me. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me pumped. Online training? Braids, ponytail. Next time I'll braid it because it's getting hot. It's getting hot, people. Leave me comments in the comment section, please. If you like my video, like it, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. And I have more videos coming. Things have been a little overwhelming, but I'm looking forward to posting more videos and parts of my adventure and what I'm doing. And a little later, I'm gonna show you a picture of my back workout because I'm gonna go do a back workout now. Yeah. Thank you so much. Stay pumped. Stay pumped. I bet your hair looks good, even though it's long. I'm gonna keep wearing my mask because I feel like a ninja. 52 and 3 weeks old. And still rocking. All right, until next time, I will log on. We'll do another live next week. Yes? I think I'm gonna put a poll up to find out what the best times are. I'm gonna put a poll up on the next live time so that I can talk to you all again.